Hi there, please feel free to tip me a minimum of $2. I personally assure you that your contribution will go directly toward feeding children in need. Here's my satirical movie recap, keeping the original meaning intact while adding irony and commentary. In the early 22nd century, humanity has finally mastered deep space travel, yet somehow still struggles with basic workplace safety, as demonstrated by the crew of the medical rescue ship Nightingale 29. Led by Captain A.J. Marley and a team of highly trained professionals, they receive a distress call from a mining operation 3,000 light-years away, because ignoring ominous signals has never been a strong suit for space crews. Naturally, they respond immediately and perform a dimension jump, which promptly kills their captain due to a malfunction. A comforting reminder that even futuristic technology comes with very present-day reliability issues. They arrive near Titan 37, only to find their ship heavily damaged, most of their fuel gone, and a blue giant star patiently waiting to incinerate them in just over 17 hours. Conveniently, their escape system needs almost exactly the same amount of time to recharge, leaving them with an 11-minute window, because the universe loves tight schedules. Amid this chaos, the crew rescues a mysterious young man and an equally mysterious alien artifact, which turns out to contain 9-dimensional matter, because regular 3 dimensions clearly weren't complicated enough. The artifact is essentially the cosmic equivalent of "do not touch," which, of course, guarantees that someone already has. The rescued man is revealed to be Carl Larson, a former lover of medical officer Kayla, because nothing spices up a life-threatening mission like unresolved relationship trauma. Thanks to his exposure to the artifact, Carl now enjoys superhuman strength, rapid healing, and a suspiciously youthful appearance, essentially the worst possible upgrade for someone with violent tendencies. Carl proceeds to eliminate most of the crew, turning a rescue mission into a one-man horror show. He also strands Nick, the co-pilot, on the mining platform, because villains apparently believe isolation is more dramatic than efficiency. Meanwhile, Carl attempts to rekindle his romance with Kayla, proving that even with godlike powers, he still doesn't understand boundaries. Nick, refusing to be sidelined, makes a heroic return via rescue pod, leading to a final confrontation. Kayla ultimately defeats Carl by blowing up the artifact he's obsessed with, because when in doubt, explode the problem. The artifact is launched into space toward the blue giant, which is about to go supernova anyway, so at least the timing works out. With seconds left before escape, Kayla and Nick squeeze into a single-person stabilization pod, because space travel apparently didn't budget for redundancy. The ship's computer casually informs them that the interaction between the artifact and the star will trigger a 9-dimensional chain reaction that could either annihilate Earth or evolve humanity, a wonderfully vague outcome to process under pressure. They survive the dimension jump back to Earth, albeit slightly altered, each now sporting one of the other's eye colors, because science fiction loves symbolic side effects. The computer then drops one final revelation. Kayla is pregnant, possibly due to the jump or their earlier intimacy, leaving them, and the audience, to ponder whether the future of humanity now hinges on a very complicated cosmic coincidence. In the end, Supernova delivers a reassuring message. Even in the vastness of space, humanity will still find ways to mix existential threats, questionable decisions, and deeply awkward personal drama into one explosive situation. Hi there, please feel free to tip me a minimum of $2. I personally assure you that your contribution will go directly toward feeding children in need.